What's up, YouTube? Timu's here. Here is my opening slash streaming summary where I talk about the films coming out this week, whether it be theater, streaming, etc. Now, the big one we have out this week is, of course, The Marvels. This of the follow to 2019's Captain Marvel. This time around, you got Brie Larson's Cara Danvers, who has reclaimed her identity from the Tyrannical Kree and taking revenge on the Supreme Intelligence uh, while her duties sent to a wormhole linked to create a revolution that her power a tangle with two superheroes, of course. One of which is Monica Rambeau, played by Tanai Ferris, and we of course got Kamala Khan, played by Amal Milani. I can't wait for this. I know lots of people like the reviews aren't all that great, but I still like the first Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel was a delight, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking on that one. It premieres. Hopefully, I'll enjoy it, but we'll see. I mean, so far, Secret Invasion is maybe the first ever MCU project that I was not a fan of. Could this be the next one? Who knows? Now, other films we got out this week, we got Journey to Bethlehem, which is a Christmas classic Christmas melodies and modern pop songs. Tells the story of a young woman with an unimaginable responsibility, a young man from between love and honor, and a jealous king. Of course, this is pretty much based on the Adam and Eve story and the birth of Jesus. It has like Antonio Banderas, Milo Manheim is in this. It looks okay, I guess. I mean, the music sounds interesting. I don't know. This story has been told tons of times, but never in like a musical form, I guess. So maybe it could be good. Who knows? All right, on Netflix, we got The Killer, directed by David Fincher, starring Michael Fassbender, Solitary Code Methyldigil, and Incub, Cubert, but by Scrubs or Regrets. A killer was in the shadows, watching for his next target. Yet, the longer he waits, the more he thinks he's losing his mind. It's not his core. And of course, you got like Tilda Swinton's also in this. The trailers have looked really decent. It's really cool to see David Fincher go back to these thriller films. I mean, he's done these stuff well, going all the way back to Seven, where they talk about Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So I think this looks really intriguing. So hopefully, it can be interesting. All right. Also on Netflix, we got something called Cyber Bunker: The Criminal Underworld. Don't know much about that. We also got some stuff coming to VOD. We got Polaroids, um, which is a Canadian action thriller. Stars Viva Lee as Sami, a young girl who is trying to reunite with her mother after being kidnapped by marauders and is lost in a frozen wasteland where her only guide is a polar bear. And this looks okay, I guess. The violin looks pretty fun, so it could be interesting. All right, you also got something called Lion Girl, where meteorites suddenly strike the Earth, carrying a mysterious ray that turns humans into horrific beasts who kill. I saw the trailer for this. This does not look all that great, so could be good. Who knows? All right. Also out this week, we got a film called Love Virtually, which looks very. Now, here's what the film is about. In a universe where the metaverse had become widely adopted, four couples go to ridiculous lengths to find true love in the virtual world. Now, this has an interesting cast. You got the likes of Cherry O'Terry, Stephen Tobolowsky, who you might remember from like Groundhog Day, The Goldbergs. It's always cool seeing him pop up. This is literally a film where like it really feels like a weird Hallmark film where people are pretty much falling in love with VR and stuff. So I don't know. It could be good, but the synopsis sounds odd. But we'll see. All right. Also out, we got A24's Dream Scenario. where hapless family man Paul Matthews finds his life turned upside down when millions of strangers suddenly start seeing him in their dreams. When his nightmare appearances take a nightmarish turn, Paul is forced to navigate his newfound stardom. And this looks terrific. You got Nicolas Cage, who's always great. You got Michael Cera. You got some other interesting cast members. So, it could be intriguing to check out. All right. We also got a film called Your Lucky Day, which is an interesting sounding thriller. Um, when like a dispute over a winning lottery ticket turns into a deadly hostage situation, the witnesses must decide exactly how far they're willing to go and how much blood they're willing to spill for a cut of 158 million. Now, sadly, this is one of the final films starring Angus Cloud, who you might know as Fez from Euphoria. He like before he passed, he has like a couple of final films. This is one of them. He's also supposed to be in that a new horror film from the direct from Radio Silence, who gave a Scream. So yeah, it's such a shame he passed at a very young age because even so, I really quite liked him on Euphoria, and I would love to have seen him in more stuff. Sadly, the only thing we're going to be seeing is stuff that he did from before his passing. So it's going to be interesting to see what like some of his other stuff he had coming out. All right. Now this is the time of the year, so we got loads of holiday themed stuff coming out. First up, we got a new Thanksgiving film coming, not the horror from that's next week. This is a movie called The Great Turkey Town Miracle. A widow turned out burnout rate DJ must procure 4,000 frozen turkeys for needy families by Thanksgiving in order to keep his new job and hold his family together. And I don't know, it could be good, but the trailer didn't really do much for me. So, yeah, we don't really get many Thanksgiving movies out there. So, for I guess. Now, tons of Christmas stuff here. First up, about three of these are going to VOD. They're not really going to theaters, by the way. But we got the Christmas classic starring Amy Smart, Mullen Ackerman, and Ryan Henson from Veronica Mars fame. Elizabeth returns to her hometown to convince Randy, an old flame, to sell his local ski resort to her fiance's corporation. Randy agrees to but only on one condition: that Elizabeth wins the annual Christmas Classic, a series of outrageous ski events. Yeah, this just looks like a straight up Hallmark film, just from the sound of it alone. But hey, I like Ryan Henson though. He was of course in stuff like She Broke Girls, Veronica Mars. He's been in. He's always cool to see on screen. All right. Oh, we also got something called Christmas with Jerks. A middle-aged child star passed over for her comeback role, goes to her sister's house to hide out, but when she discovers an injured stuntman dog sitting for the holiday, she'll have to help him win back his ex to get him out of the house before Christmas. So, yeah, another Hallmark looking film. These movies aren't going Hallmark, but they really look a lot like a Hallmark film. All right, we also got something called Christmas at the Holiday Inn. Yeah, Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn. Just from the look of it, this sounds like a ripoff of Holiday Inn. Anyway, here's what the film is about. An overachieving executive quits her job before Christmas and travels to her father's country inn to regain balance. When she discovers the retreat empty and under pressure to sell, she sets about saving the inn and restoring her father's spirit. And that looks pretty terrible too. So yeah, but something now. We also got a couple of Christmas horror films set for release. One of which is It's a Wonderful Knife, which stars Joe McHale and Justin Long. Now, here's what this film is about. It's pretty much described as Scream meets It's a Wonderful Life, and that alone gets me. Here's the synopsis. Winnie's life is less than wonderful 1 year after saving her town from a psychotic killer on Christmas Eve. When she wishes she was never born, she finds herself magically transported into a nightmarish parallel universe. When the murderous maniac now back, she must team up with misfits to identity the Cobra and get back to her own reality. And this looks fun. I mean, I love a good slasher film, especially one that takes place around Christmas time. So this looks like it could be really interesting to check out. We also got a film called There's Something in the Barn, which stars Martin Starr, who you might remember from Silicon Valley. He was a teacher in Spider-Man Homecoming. Here's what the film's about. An American family fulfills their dream of moving back in after inheriting a remote cabin in the mountains of Norway. And there's supposed to be like a demonic Santa in this. Who does not love seeing Santa Claus just slay people, you know? So yeah, I don't know. This could be terrible, but this look pretty fun. Looks entertaining, so could be interesting to say. All right. We also got something called. We also got a couple of other horror stuff coming out. We got Ghosts in the Void. Spending the night in her car, a newly homeless woman struggles with exhaustion, her crumbling marriage, and the threat of mysterious mass strangers. And the trailer for that looks interesting. Looks pretty creepy. So really has like a rip off of The Strangers here, but could be good. All right, we also got a movie coming out called Lord of Misrule. Now, this is directed by William Brent Bell, who is best known for directing Orphan First Kill and the first two Boy movies. It stars Thomas Middleton and Ralph Ensign. It's about a priest who begins a desperate search when her daughter goes missing during the local harvest festival. As she uncovers secrets from the town's dark past, she must decide how much she's willing to sacrifice to rescue the girl from the grip of evil. Now, William Brett Bell, he's not that great of a director. I mean, the only thing I quite enjoyed was 2016's The Boy. The sequel was terrible. And I actually quite like Orphan First Kill. Actually, I think Orphan First Kill is his best film. But this is the guy who also gave us Brahms the Boy. He also gave us The Devil Inside. He did another horror film a couple years ago, that came out in 2021. Forgot the name of it. But I don't know. This looks like it could just be straight up trash. So, yeah, not all that interested in it. All right, now other stuff have out this week. We got a movie called Cher, where a man struggles to survive after awakening alone, trapped in a society connected only to primitive computers, where the ability to entertain his only certainties. This is the first film to ever be shot entirely from one fixed camera angle. Now, this also features Bradley Whitford, Danielle Campbell. You got some interesting cast members. Looks intriguing. Looks creepy. So could be interesting to check out. All right. We got a movie coming out called Menodrome, which stars Jesse Eisenberg, Adrian Brody, and Odessa Young. Conflicted about the girlfriend's pregnancy, Ralphie's life spirals out of control when he meets a mysterious family meets a mysteriously family of men. So, yeah, this actually got some decent reviews, but I saw the trailer for this, did not really do much for me. And Jesse Eisenberg looks like he really buffed up for this. I mean, I'm never really used to seeing Jesse Eisenberg really being buff. I mean, even when he played Lex Luthor, he wasn't buff at all. So I'm like, good on you, Jesse. But yeah, so this just, it's always nice to see Adrian Brody and stuff, but looks pretty terrible. We got something called A Place in the Field, where a battled shock veteran goes on a road trip to fulfill a promise to a fallen comrade. And the preview for this looks okay, just didn't really do much. This was just like a home video based film, so yeah. We also got a movie coming out called Waldron, which stars Emil Hirsch, Shane West, Kelly Garner, and Tyler Raymond. Waldron Dean is a stenographer whose mind witnessed all types of injustices in the courtroom. After discovering he has a terminal illness, repressed anger deeps within him surfaces, taking justice into his own hands in the most gruesome way imaginable. Yeah, Mel Hirsch, what is he doing? Like, Joe Blow needs to do like a WTF what happened to Mel Hirsch because his recent credits hasn't looked all that great. So yeah, you of course got Shane West, who you might remember from A Walk to Remember. Kelly Garner, who you might remember from Larry Clark's Bully. It's always nice to see her and stuff, but I don't know. This just does not look all that great. All right. We also got something called The Dirty South, which stars Dermot Mulroney, also with Shane West. So Shane West has like double dose out this week. And it also has Willa Holland, who you might remember as Oliver McQueen's sister on Arrow. Now, here's what the film's about. Sue Parker finds herself in a desperate battle to save her family's struggling bar, which is on the brink of collapse due to her father's neglect. When a handsome drifter comes to town, she sees him as the only chance to prevent the business from falling into the hands of a ruthless tycoon. However, her seemingly simple plan soon leads to larceny and lawlessness with deadly consequences. Yeah, that definitely is probably not going to be all that great. So, yeah. I like Dermot Mulroney, but not everything he's in is all that great. But, yeah, we'll see here. We also got something called Out of the Darkness. During World War II, the Scott family is split. His son Ensko is a hard-boiled member of the resistance, and his father Karl struggles to keep his business going and must therefore cooperate with the German occupying forces. That could be cool, I guess. I always do love a good World War II story, so it'll be interesting. We also got something called Best Birthday Ever, which tells the story of Little Charlie, a small rabbit who lives with his family, loving and pets, in a house at the edge of town. Like many 5-year-olds, Little Charlie goes to a kindergarten and plays with his friends in the neighborhood. He uses his parents' full attention, but all that changes when his baby sister Clara is born, leading to unexpected adventures with his best friend Monica. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna be for kids. It's pretty much an anime film. So I don't mind anime films, obviously, but this just I don't know, does not look well that like it's gonna appeal to me. So yeah. Anyway, now other films. Now we also got a couple of shows coming out this week as well. Uh, we got the Buccaneers coming to Apple TV Plus, where the arrival of a group of American women who into 1870s London society results in culture clash with two differing approach to tradition. The story was previously adapted for BBC TV in 1995. Now, it does feature an interesting cast that includes Josie Tota, Christine Froseth, Alicia Bowe, Christina Hendricks, Josh Dillon. To be honest, it just looks like it really feels like Apple's version of Bridgerton or maybe Downton Abbey. I'm getting a bit of those vibes there, so I might watch it, but I don't know. I'm not really all that big with like pure piece shows, so maybe down the line I'll give it a go. But who knows? We also got the Santa Claus's season 2 premiere on Disney Plus, which that premiered today. I totally forgot about it. Now, of course, we got Tim Allen coming back as Scott Calvin, aka the Santa Claus. So I cannot wait to see this here. I really liked the first season, so look forward to checking out this new one. We also got Fixer Upper, The Hotel, coming to Max, which I don't really watch Fixer Upper. We got Rap. I'm not going to say the full word, but Yeah, this is of course the new the Max series that has Asa Ray. The show follows Midnight and Shawnee Clark, two estranged high school friends from Miami who comes back together to form a rap group. Which hey, I love rap. Like I love hip hop. I love rap. I've not really seen the first season. I've heard good things about it. Just never really got around to actually. And of course, they made a video about the trailers and all, but I never really got around to actually checking out. Maybe I'll give it a go. I mean, definitely, I like a good anything that involves rap. So could be interesting. All right, coming to Paramount Plus, we got Colin from Accounts, where Ashley and Gordon are brought together by a car accident and an injured dog, and learn to navigate life together while slowing their true self scars and all. So now this is actually an Australian show that premiered in Australia early this year. It looks like it's coming to the US this week. Haven't really seen the show obviously, but could be cool. But we'll see. Now, of course, we got For All Mankind season 4 coming to Apple. I still never show. I've been hearing so many people rave about, like Robert, our very own. It was great. Robert Meyer Burnett talks about. Ray Ora loves it, so I should really get this one to go. I don't know. Maybe like if this is the final season, maybe whenever the final season airs, I'll probably go ahead and check out what episodes. But we'll see. All right, we also got the 007 Road to a Million coming to Prime Video, which is pretty much an interesting James Bond TV series where 9 pairs of everyday people are unleashed on an epic global adventure through a series of James Bond inspired challenges for a shot of winning a life changing 100,000 prize. So I mean, between this now we got Squid Game, the challenge. They just love turning these iconic franchises into like a reality show. I mean, I'm getting a bit of like a Fear Factor or Survivor vibe from this. So I don't know. You also got Brian Cox hosting, so that could be cool. This is something I'll never do, but could be interesting to check out. Are we coming to Paramount Plus? It's coming to Paramount Plus first and Showtime on Sunday. But we got The Curse, which is from the Safdie brothers, starring Emma Stone, Nathan Fielder, Benny Safdie. An alleged curse disrupts the relationship of a newly married couple as they try to conceive a child while co-starring in their home improvement show. So this could be interesting to check out. I like Emma Stone. Benny Safdie is always great. You, of course, have Nathan Fielder, who's really hilarious. So could be interesting. Last but not least, coming to MGM Plus, we got Beacon 23, which follows 2 people, Asher and Helen, whose face becomes entangled after they find themselves trapped together at the end of the known universe. And I gotta say, this looks true. You got Lena Headey from Game of Thrones fame, Stephan James, who was in that Chadwick Boseman movie, 21 Bridges. He's actually a pretty cool actor. He was also in Barry Jenkins, If Beale Street Could Talk. Really glad to see him gain more work here. So, I don't know, it could be interesting to check out. So, we'll see. But that's pretty much it there. Let me let you guys, which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in the Marvels, any of those Christmas movies I mentioned? The Santa Clauses? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing.